Ghana, we have a problem. We have a problem, and we need to talk about it. It's about our networks. Our networks are really bad. Yo, what up guys, your boy kenstacks, and welcome back to another vlog. This is just a talk. It's not war. I'm just alerting people about the issues out there so that if they might protest, I'm just alerting people about the issues out there that I think people might see it but they just look past it. Ghana, we have a major problem with our network systems. I'm talking about the Vodafone, the Airtel, the tigo. The Vodafone, the Airtel tigos. The Vodafone, the Airtel tigos, the MTNs and Glo. For some reason, I don't even know whether they're still alive. Right now, the world is actually progressing to 5G. It's like 5G is now coming into place, and we have not even progressed to 4G yet. Only one SIM has just progressed to 4G, and it's a huge problem. It concerns me that the rest of the countries, every other country is progressing, but Ghana isn't. I mean, internet-wise, not like the country itself. Other stuff that I figured out was on Vodafone per se. Sometimes you just don't get that much speed as you used to at first, or sometimes it just boosts, and when that's good, you can't complain about that. But on other times too, they say pings are just that bad. I mean, some people might not be concerned about ping or latency unless you're a gamer, which you actually need latency for multiplayer gaming. And the higher the latency, the better it gets. Pricing is also a really huge problem in the Ghanaian network. We are getting like 50 megabytes for one CD, and sometimes some networks actually charge lower than that, and it really hurts. Internet is something that should be considered as part of a daily life, because people go on the internet most of the time than in the past. But in Ghana, internet is like luxury. If you have internet, it's like you have money. It's not something that Ghanaians are used to. It's something that if you have at home, I mean router or something like that. I don't mean mobile data. If there was constant internet in Ghana, or internet was considered as a natural thing and on a daily basis, things like YouTube, watching tutorials, learning things from the internet would help people actually learn better. Sometimes some people might not want to rely on only books. They might want to research further, and libraries in Ghana, unless you get some really good libraries once in a while. I don't even go to libraries. I mean, I have everything on the internet right now, and if I'm not getting access to it that much, it's a problem. Right now, I'm talking in general. I'm not even talking about. Every network specifically, because I've gone through every single network searching for the perfect network that I can use, and it varies from every area, and even if it varies from every area, people still consider them as shit. Right now, the only option that is out there is that people see as stable and it's not giving them any issues so far. That's the MTN fiber. People say there are no issues on it right now, but installation is that high. You might need to pay a lot for that. David. I'm not talking about something fancy. I mean something in general which can give access to people. It can give people access. I mean, gamers can spend quite a little bit money on Ghana cities on getting the ultra latency speed that they want to get those perfect kills and headshots. But I mean, I'm talking in general. I've used almost every network in Ghana. I mean, I don't mean the business type of network. I mean on a daily consumer networks. The MTN, the Airtel, Tigo, even when it was even Airtel and Tigo, MTN, the Airtel, Tigo, the Vodafone, and the Glo, which are the only 4 left. I don't know about espresso. Right now, for now, I use the Vodafone and MTN because that's what I'll say is better. Now, airtel and tigo is not that. I don't want to mess with that anymore. That was just one. I don't know about Glow yet now, but I stopped using Glow sometime back because they were offering like I don't remember the problem I had with Glow, so I might actually test out Glow once in a while and give you all feedback. Thought I was alone on this. I thought I was the only person having these problems, and people might say, oh, they're just making a huge fuss about it, what's the problem? And I went online on WhatsApp and I went to some groups and I posted this message in every single group I was in. This is what they had to say. Vodafone, trash. Vodafone, shitty internet, but okay network. Someone said Vodafone is slow and far less reliable than public transport on a very bad day. Guy also said Airtel had the cheapest and most reliable data bundles for me for a long time until Airtel and Tigo merged. Call quality is bad, obviously. I did not even want to talk about that. Download speed is pathetic. Someone said if they can't even get it fixed in Accra, then how much more of the rest of TA? See, people are having problems with this, but they can't say anything about it. So I just wanted to address people. Someone said, please, all networks in Ghana is so shitty, I prefer the Stone Age. Oh boy, that was just one group. It's not like I don't know the processes that goes through in acquiring data for consumers, but it's not like they're extracting some mineral resources from the ground. I'm not the only person experiencing these problems. Those are some issues that are going on in the Ghanaian network society right now, and it's real bad. If you have some experiences, you can join the conversation or you can start a conversation. I hope people start conversations. I want to hear people's experiences that they are having with their networks. If there's a discussion going on in there, feel free to share your own opinions. Feel free to comment down and talk about it. Anyway, if you agree with this video, hit that like button. If you think there are some of these things that you do not agree with, still hit that like button, or you can dislike it if you do not agree with it, but still hit that like button to really help. And share to your friends. I really want to get this message out there about the issues with the networks. Real bad. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kenstacks and I'm signing out.